Well, good afternoon, everyone. It is Rob. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's go ahead and make sure you all can hear me. If you'd please type the number 1 in the chat box or comment section or whatever yours is, depending on the platform you're joining us from, we would greatly appreciate it. I would greatly appreciate it. Nothing worse than talking to myself for the next hour or so. Never fun at all. Afternoon, John. Lots of ones in there. Thank you, everybody. Hey, Suzanne. Afternoon, Kevin. There you go, Jim. You're getting to be one of those. You're getting to be like the Robert K now, Jim. Jim typed in number 3 for the person who might not be here but wanted to reply. LOL. Well, thank you. All right. I hope you're all having a great day. I hope it has been an amazing trading day for you. Keep in mind, everything we look at here today is for educational purposes only. Nothing is meant to be advice or recommendations. All right. And as we go through, folks, we got a lot of stuff happening this week. Got Trading You coming up tonight. That is me. I'm teaching that one. Brandon's got SPX cash flow Q&A. So those of you that are in his SPX class, which he's crushing it in, by the way. Monster Market Movers is this Friday night. Yes, it is Friday. Mastering the Trade next week, the 6th. Mastermind is tomorrow. Free trainings this week. You've got Power Hour. Here you are. You got Trading Coaches Playbook. That is Friday. There are bookends of the week. Start and finish the week with us. Market mornings every day at 8:30 a.m. Eastern. And then Brandon's doing Crush Your Trading, which is a 2-hour training. 2-hour training. 2 trainings that he's doing. It's 1-hour long training. He's doing both of them on the 23rd at noon and at 8 p.m., whichever one works best for you. Power option plays, excuse me, Covered Call Explorer, E-minis are all on the regular schedule for the week. And there is the follow us page. So make sure you are following along with the various social things that we're doing out there. You want to make sure you keep up with everything that's fresh, happening, and so forth, right? So Crush Your Trading in 2 hours. Again, guys, if I told you 2 hours a day, 3 days a week is all you need to trade the market, and you don't need to be sitting in front of the computer for most of it. You need to have access to place a trade when it presents itself, but I don't need you sitting there. That's a mistake, is sitting there and waiting. Not needed. All right. Oh, I don't want to share any of that just yet. All right. Okay. So let me bring us over to some charts. All right. Yeah, you go. Robert said, did I hear my name? Yeah, it is a great day, Jim. I agree. Yes, Robert. We're always talking about you, Robert. Whatever training we're in, we're always talking about you. Right? Okay. All right. So, guys, let's go ahead, and I want to take a quick look at the market, and then we'll kind of jump into what's going on for the day. But what I do want to do while I am doing this part, while I'm getting ready to talk about market, I want you to go ahead and drop in your trades. What trades have you done already today? Let me know how you've done. We've got the Thor hammer over there right within my reach, guys. I'm looking for that $1,000 plus trade to slap that hammer for you. So drop those trades in. I would love to hear about them. And guys, they can be funded, non-funded, doesn't matter. And don't feel like, well, I can only put in the ones that made money. No, it's okay. Yes, the ones that go against us are just as, if not more important than the ones that went for us. So don't be afraid to drop those puppies in there at all. Okay. So let's go take a look first at the S&P 500. So let me kind of bring that in a little bit. Let me ring my bell. Let's save that puppy. All right. A different zoom, different width. This is a wide screen. At home, I am square. So when I copy my settings and move them over here, my charts get very long, lots of days in them. So right now we're up about 3 points on the S&P. It's been a flat-ish day, a little bit of a ping pong in there, a little bit of bouncing around, but really not a whole lot happening. We're going up against that fib line, which is our resistance level right in there. We pushed up to it, near it, and failed. We're, again, only up 2.5 points. So we're kind of where we closed yesterday. So not a big move. Overall pattern, closing above this swing high was important, right? Because it was a lower high that we had set up. And now we're getting higher lows in here and hopefully higher highs to get back to that bullish market condition, right? But right above our head, you've got the 4486 level and the 4500 level right there. So there's going to be some resistance in a wide blue zone that we're setting up on there. So that is a little bit of concern along the way, right? It is important to note what's going on with economic reports. It's important to note if you know about the president or another major government official, secretary of state and such. And yeah, I guess the vice president too. If they're talking, right, or they're going to talk, there could be huge potential ramifications on the market. So you want to know when those are coming out. If they are coming out, you want to know about it. I'm not talking about a senator or, the Fed chair is coming out. Yep. The Fed chair is going to be in front of Congress. Yes. Testifying. Yes. You want to know that. Some of the higher level economic reports, the PPIs and CPI and some of that, energy stores and all that. Yes. You want to know about those reports. Again, Fed speak, Biden speaking, any of those things could potentially move the market in great length, right? I look at every day what's going on from abroad. I don't read all the stories. It's enough for me to know that a Ukraine city did not surrender. It went past the surrender time. And, Putin has threatened to bomb the city. He was going to let the civilians go if they surrendered. And now, does that mean he's going to attack? It's enough for me to know that without getting into all the details. If you need the details, that's fine. It's not me. I'm looking at how little can I do to make as much as I can. That's it. If I really dug in and spent a lot more time on news stories, could I make more? Maybe, but I don't want to do it. It's a matter of time invested ratio compared to what you could make from it. If I can make this much from it and only spend a minute, and I can make that much from it and spend 5 hours, I'll take the minute's worth. Right? I don't need to get every last nickel out of it. Oh, I could do this special thing now. That's a bit much for me, right? So S&P 500 has moved into a bullish bias, but folks, here's the thing about it. It is not a true bull, right? The bias on there is bullish. The H crossed up through the 21, but the 55 is the highest moving average, which is our longest moving average. So we ultimately need the 55 to be down on the bottom. It should be pink on top, green in the middle, and the brown on the bottom. 8, 21, 55. That is a true bull bias. So can we take directional trades? We can. If we get the pullback to that lower fib line and the bounce, there's the bullish entries off of the trades there. From where it is right now, not for me. Now, are there other ways to trade this? Absolutely. You can trade SPY. You can trade off pivot points. Without a doubt, you can. Yes, 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 yes. All right. So let me go back and see. What do you guys have in here? Let's see. Lots of comments. I love it. So Paul said, question about the pop action plan. Am I correct? You're entering the stock price entry stop rather than the option price. Correct. Yes, that is correct. We enter the stock price, Paul, because although I may take the 65 delta, you may take the 72 delta. I'm not forcing you into one delta. I'm forcing you into one stock, right? So we're going to take a trade on Home Depot. The Home Depot trade is based on the stock doing this, not the option doing this. So we want to use the stock rules to determine, is this a good trade? And then we use the entry rules to pick the option. And that option is whatever the option is that fits. You may not find an option for this week that has enough open interest. You may have to go out to another week or a full month even to do a day trade on it, right? So yes, we do work that off of the off of the stock price. So John said, Baba long off the 100 level with the EMA confluence and fib confluence. Green now, won't let it go red. Covered calls on BBBY and FLR. You brought that one up this morning, John. So I'm glad it worked out for you. There's Alan, PayPal parity so far. There you go, Alan. Chris, let me reach back, brother. Let me go get it. Right. Here is the Thor hammer. Right. Anything over $1,000. Chris is up $1,950 this morning on the SPY. So here, For those of you that don't like when I get in your face a little bit, this is one of those times. Okay. So, and I'm not going to apologize for it because it's me being your coach. Okay. Y'all need to look at SPY every single day. This needs to be a key element, a key position in your portfolio every single trading day. Guys, I took a trade on SPY today. We crushed it. Right? And there were others that were setting up as well. I just didn't have the time getting ready to leave my home to come to the office today for this training, right? I didn't have the time for that. That changes next week. We made some changes to some of the schedule of what we do here at Wealth Builders, which will give me more trading time, more screen time available on every day of the week now compared to where I'm at today, which is phenomenal, right? So great job on that. Great job. I love hearing the SPY stories. They are just awesome. PayPal parity so far is Alan. Chris said 95% on SPY. Wait a second. I got that one already. Right? I got that. Sorry, my bad. I'm like, wait, we just did it. Right? That was Chris that did that. Yeah, no, that's good. Okay. Yep. Good. Google Glory is Alan. Erica said too much ping pong going on in the market. I understand. Paula said, all right. Paula, your first one ever? Paula said first live trade. Oh, I get it. First live trade with Interactive Brokers, SPY, 2%. 2%, guys, 2% a day. You realize what that means? How long does it take for you to double your account if you could just make 2% a day? Rule of 72, folks. Rule of 72. Right? What does it take to get to 72%? Well, at 2%, that is, what's that, 36? 36 trading days, you could potentially double your account if you could just generate 2% a day. And I'm not saying you're going to get that every day, but just think of the power there. Congrats on that, Paula. Glad that worked out. Let's see. Jason said opening move on the 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 for $1,200. Good job, Jason. $1,200. There you go. Awesome. I love it. John said Wheel of Fortune, Roku, Mara, diagonal spreads, cash flow, $900 for the weekly expirations. Awesome. Alan said PANW still peppy so far. Okay. And Jason said it was on SPY and SPXW. Nice. More SPY stuff. I love it. Blade said I rolled from 2 bear call spreads from Friday, the 44.60, 44.65, and 75.80s. Nice. Right. Time is the value of money. You got it, Robert. Time value of money. Yep. And Blade said that was on SPX that trade went off. So those were the Iron Condors. Very nice. Oh, I love it. John said out of Baba plus 12%. Qs was a better trade, but I didn't take it. Learning. All right, John, there you go. Robert said need market strong like bull. Yeah, I get you, Robert. I agree. Hey, Brenda. You're welcome, Chris. Good job there with that again. Yeah, you're getting some kudos in there, Chris. Erica said, way to go, Chris. I love SPY. Let's see. Brenda said, it's for me now. I used to do the Qs all the time. Now it is the SPY. There you go. Guys, we converted Brenda, who's a major Qs trader. She trades it all the time. And she's looking, and I'm not saying not to trade the Qs, guys. I think the Qs is another great position, right? It's a matter of, I like both. I personally like SPY better. And I'm the guy that started trading the Qs before most anybody else did. Let's see. 39 trading days, Robert. 39, got it, 36. Okay. Yeah, number to get, to get the rule of 72. I appreciate it. Chris said, I like the 3 expiries in a week and inexpensive trades. Yes, that is probably one of the biggest pieces of that, right? Is just that. Where is the option station? Okay. I didn't open that up already. So the ability to have a Monday, Wednesday, Friday expiration. Sometimes you could have 4 expirations if there's a quarterly in there. that may show up as another expiration for the week. It might be a Tuesday or a Thursday, but every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, there are expirations on the SPY. All right, let me see. Come on now. There we go. So you go SPY. So you will see, close this one down. You've got expirations for the 21st, the 23rd, the 25th. Then you have the 28th, the 30th, the 31st, and the 1st, 3 days in a row. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4 of them come next week. All right, guys, that is the power. That is the power of trading things like SPY. Now, the Qs are the same thing. You can do the exact same thing in the Qs. Why did that happen? I'm sure I messed up somewhere. So on the Qs, you have the same potential, right? 22nd. My bad. 21st, 23rd, 25th, right? 28, 30, 31, 1. Same quarterly expirations coming up on them next week as well. So good job. Yeah, Paul, I'm going to talk about that actually in just a moment. Paul asked if I'll share what I was talking about with SPY today. Let's see. I got to just go back here. All right. So guys, here is Amelia. We got 2 trades going in here, right? So the very first one, this is on, and I haven't looked at her trades right today. This is on BX. No, this is not electrical cable. Something like, huh? If you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, then you don't. But it is that. BX is an electrical type cable, right? So market alerts. BX. Amelia had BX as one of our trades today. There are 3 of them. Every day you get 3 trade setups and you get the Qs in the SPY. Right. And we're actually getting ready to make some more adjustments in there to make it even better for you, the way that Amelia's doing the Trade Watch alerts. But she did a credit spread on this. She took in 39 cents on this trade. And this was at 9:30. Hold on. Let's see. So she took in, oh, wait, I thought it was, so she had a debit. Oh, so it's a debit spread. I thought it was credit. My bad. I must have read it wrong. So it's a debit spread. So that was at 9:32 this morning. She had a debit of 8 cents and 13 cents. Go figure. How she gets these fib numbers is beyond me. 8 cents and 13 cents. She did 3 and 3. She got in one. She took half the trade, took the next half of the trade, scaled in, got out of the trade with a credit of 39 cents. So, guys, she came out ahead of the game on this trade in one candle, right? 200% rate of return in 5 minutes, right? Are you okay with 200% in 5 minutes? Right. So Debbie said, why not just directional? Right. Why not just directional? If you're talking about what Amelia does, Debbie, it's because of the value of having a selling strategy that even if it doesn't go your direction, it goes sideways, you still make money. The reason in market mornings that we don't talk a lot about directional trades is we're trading off of news. That news many times could gap, let's say up as an example, gaps up on the move. And now that stock is up here and it just, I could still make money off of that neutral move, that sideways move after the fact, after that news is out. So that's the reason for the diagonals or any kind of selling strategy. No, Robert, I much rather would have Romex over BX. I can't stand having to cut BX. Cranking that hand thing and cutting that metal wire. Yeah, awesome, Amelia. Amelia does a great job. She does, without a doubt. Right. And then from there, excuse me. So the previous that was on BX. Looks like we got the same one in there, guys. I don't know what happened. We got 2 of them in there. Oh well, I thought it was a second one again. I think the Jen just copied the wrong slide set over because there was a SPY trade, I believe, went in. All right. So we got 1, 2. Okay. So there we go. So today, guys, Boeing, big airplane. What happened? Woo! I've talked about it a million times. One of my very first trades was on a plane crash, right? Now, I wasn't on the plane that crashed. It was about a plane crashing. I was told that if you hear about a plane crashing, you should go ahead and buy put options. But these people are suffering, okay? And you've heard me say this before. Many of you have. If you don't want to trade and make money off it, make the money off it and give it away. Give it away. Period. Right? But the trade is going to happen whether you trade it or not. Now, if you cause the plane crash, that's a whole different story. Okay? But Boeing went down, literally went down. I called it out this morning as a bear call spread, was able to pick up that bear call spread at 60 cents credit. It was fairly early. It was first candle or so that we got into the trade. And if we look at big airplane, climb back up. Where am I right now? I got the 192 halves. So guys, I'm all the way up here. I'm the 192 half, 195 bear call spread. I got 60 cents on it this morning. Let's see where it's at. Where is my option chain? There we go. Let's convert this over to a vertical. And probably get away with 20 strikes. So we're looking at the 192 half, 95 calls. So I'm underwater about 20 cents on it right now. Right? No, that's 90s. My bad. So it's 60 cents. I got 60 cents for it. So I'm break even on it right now on Boeing. Okay. So overall, I'm okay with it. We're probably going to hold this one overnight. It's Monday. It's the worst part of it is you're dealing with a Monday of the news trade. I've got 4 days till expiration. Fridays are awesome because all the value goes away. SPY, I don't have pivots. I don't use TradeStation 10, guys. So I'm sure there's pivot points in there somewhere. We need to set a chart up, Sean, with pivots on this somewhere. Excuse me. But I did a pivot trade. I wrote the numbers down because I knew I wasn't going to have them here to look at on the chart. But I did a pivot trade bearish on SPY. And I didn't write the times down. It came in, I think the 955 candle is what it was. So as we had broke through the pivot, which was R1, was 445.10 on SPY. It retested the next candle and failed. 442.18 was pivot point. So I got out of half the trade before that midpoint. And then it bounced up and we got taken out of the second half of the trade. So we picked up $1.10, Paul, on that first half of the trade. And the second half of the trade was 60 cents. So we did extremely well, quick, easy. You know, guys, if you're trading, if you get to a point where you're trading big numbers of contracts, right? For me, if I'm trading 20, 30, 50 contracts, who could you use? Well, look for companies that have, if you're comfortable using two platforms, look for companies that have very low costs and commissions. You take a Tastyworks who caps you out at 10 contracts, right? It's a spread, so you pay a little bit more for the spread, but you're not paying full value on it. That's for sure. So I think their cap is 10 on that. We looked at that this week and in Inner Circle. So two great trade setups today, phenomenal setups on the market. And I did not take any of the Babas or the Baidus or JDs, which are starting to roll back over again, which is the concern of the delisting. It's back. It's back again. It's in the conversation. Or it is the conversation. Roberts said spreads also negate the implied volatility between the two options for the most part over directional trades along with reduced risk. Yes, exactly, Robert. The vol change. So your short leg has a higher vol to it because it's the one that's going to move faster. Your long leg on there is an insurance policy only. That's all it does. But that spread allows me not to be naked, not to have some unlimited or very large risks. You know, even on bull put spreads, I still have a large risk down to zero. On a bear call spread, if you do it without the spread and you just do bear, sell a naked call, you have unlimited risk, right? Unlimited downside risk to you because the stock can move unlimited to the upside. So, and many brokers will not even allow you to do it. Yeah, there you go. Alan said, video showing vertical drive of the plane before the crash is heartbreaking. Yeah, I bet. Now, I haven't been able to watch anything with that stuff, but yep. So Chris, I didn't look at PANW. I got busy. I did look at it earlier on, but I didn't see the bounce, at least not what I was looking for yet. But PANW, Home Depot, the ones we talked about this morning were good. Bill said, I took a bear call spreads on Boeing also on 2 different expirations and 2 different short strike prices. Nice. Bill, did you just do the straight credit spread, or did you do an iron condor on it? And there's a reason I'm asking this question, guys, and I didn't ask anybody else. Bill is in our inner circle this week, and we actually built Bill's strategy out, which is iron condors and some spreads. We built his strategy out as a group. We talked it out of what he's doing and what he might want to add to it and so forth. And I'm just curious if he did it. More than likely, he just did one side of it. Yep. Robert K said, I used 3 platforms, right? Schizo at times. I had to reread the word, Robert. Schizo at times. Yeah, I bet. Okay. Let me see. Where is that? Bill said bear call spreads only 190, 195, 200, 205 on April 22nd expiry. Okay, so Bill's out, and now Bill does a lot of positions 30 to 60 days, right? He's got a great method, a great system that he trades. And Bill's active. I think, Bill, was it 13 spreads you said you had open? Is that right? For last when we got together? Yes. Okay. Wow, I don't usually remember things like that level, right? But I guess it's a fib number, Bill, so it's easy enough for me to remember, right? I think Bill wanted to do 14, but he stopped himself, said, no, 13 is good. It's a fib number. We'll stop there. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, so let me flip back over here. All right, good. Hey, listen, I appreciate you all dropping in those trades, having this feedback, this conversation back and forth. Very important. We see it in the market mornings that we do on the YouTube show. Others are taking the same types of trades. Others are excited because they realize it's not just them, that others are out there doing this. It's not them trying to say, oh, does it really work? Right? It really works. It really does. Right? Let's see. All right, good. Come on. Okay. Is $6,000 a day possible trading? So here's the question of the day, right? Here's what I want you to do. 1 for yes, 2. I'm not saying, are you making it? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Is $6,000 a day possible from trading? There you go, Alan. I love it. Only 6,000? I'm not capping it. I want to know if you believe it's possible. Trader Will said, I've done it. Jim said 1 and then wrote actually much more. Hopefully, those of you that come back every week, and you need to be here every week if possible, right? Hopefully you're listening to names that are giving certain answers. Robert is a full-time trader. Bill trades very heavily, right? And so does Trader Will and so forth, right? When you hear these names, folks, when you hear people in the beginning giving the trades they did, that they took, if someone throws a candidate out there and says, I'm looking at this today, it might be something you want to add to your list. Just saying. I'm just saying. Why do you got to keep a pen and a pad right here? So when I get a candidate from anybody that I think is a really good candidate, I'm going to go ahead and put it on my list for later on, right? And Trader Will said, I've done it because of Wealth Builders HQ. Thank you. I appreciate that, Will. Blade said, I so want to get there. Blade, it's a process. Will, any of you that put it in, that Jim, Will, did you start making more than $6,000 in a day? Is that how you started out? Will has capital no with exclamation points after it, right? Jim is LOL, capital no with exclamation points after it, right? Blade, you're not there today. Don't worry about that. You'll get there. You know what we need you to get first is I need you to make your first dollar in the trade. Because when you learn how to make money in the trade, it doesn't matter what it is. When you learn to make money, you, as small as it is, say it's $100 a day. You then know what the process is. How do you make more money? You do more contracts, right? If you've got a process that works and you can be consistent on it, all it is changing the number of contracts. I just want to stop losing $6,000 a day. Yeah, that's not good. No, but I could certainly lose $6,000 a day. And that's okay. If you're not there today, it's fine. But guys, here's the thing. It is very, very, very possible. So Sean wrote, who works with us, right? It's completely possible. I've made $1,600 in my small account. It's all about scaling. So you can do it, guys. You can. And Sean's not trading with a massive account, but Sean is diligent. He's there. Guys, yes, he works here, but guess what? He works. He's working all day long. Now, don't get me wrong. We just need to show a picture of your area one day. Okay. That would mean Sean might have to clean it up, but he's got 4 monitors, which has a laptop connected, and 2 big 27-inch Apples, 2 Macs. Oh, you got another laptop in between there too? Tablet between those? No? Oh yeah, you got another monitor in there too. Okay. So it's like space station, right? 7 monitors in total, right? But Sean is actively trading the market every day, looking at it. We get into meetings. He'll say, "Hey, Rob, I've got a question." Or, "Oh, Amelia, I've got a question. What do you see about this? What do you think about that?" Right? Yes, he's working with us, but he's still learning just like everybody else does, right? He doesn't get any special knowledge because he works here, right? He's got to go through and do the trades just like everybody else. Yeah, he's got me on speed dial, okay? And we talk multiple times a day, right? But it's all about hitting enter. And that's what it is. It's hitting enter. So Powell is moving the market. Okay, so what news is just him talking? SPX is down 6 points. Yeah, okay. It's just he's out there now. Okay. So 12:30. Brendan said, just got stopped out of my SPY trade for a cost of $81, but it's okay because it let me know that I had the right stop in place instead of no stop that would have cost me over 300. Yeah. Hey, Roman, appreciate it. Roman said, I like Rob. Like Rob says, you got to be in it to win it, right? And the only way you're going to learn how to do this, folks, is hitting enter, hitting enter, hitting enter, hitting enter, hitting enter. Okay. There is a person that came to the last live event that we did. He is someone that my wife knows, his family. We invited him to come to the event. Yeah, he's got some things that he deals with in life, and it's a little bit harder for him to get around. And so we brought him into the event. He's in a bunch of our stuff, and he's home. He doesn't work a job. He's home, right? But he's always had an interest in trading before he knew about my wife and that I did this and everything else. And I talked to his mom Saturday. I saw her, and she was saying that he got a paper in the mail, and she looks at it, and it's taxes. To pay taxes. And she said, "You don't work. What is taxes?" Well, from trading the market. Oh, okay. I love it, guys. We're helping people all over the place with this. I absolutely love it. You got to be in it to win it. She told me he's in it all the time, probably in here right now. Miguel, are you in here today? I can't see. There's just too many people in the room for me to back it up to see it. But he said inflation is much too high and will take necessary steps. Yeah. So he's gonna raise half point. If he's saying he will, or not considering we will, he's going up half point. It's going up half point. That's what the will is. The fear is if we raise too fast, it'll get us away from inflation, but it will go to bear market. We'll see. And that may happen soon enough anyway, depending on what's going on with Russia and Ukraine. So, but here's the thing, guys. When I asked the question, that wasn't what I was getting at. Yes, I asked everybody the question, right? This was Friday to Thursday, Friday, Wednesday. This was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of last week. All the trades came in on 17th and 18th, which was Thursday and Friday. We had nothing that went off on Wednesday last week at all. $15,171, right? The reason I came up with the number of $6,000 instead of making it a fib number like 5,000 or 8,000, right? Because if you take the $519,774 and you divide it up, was $6,000 a day, right? Is it possible? We're doing it. We're doing it. Now, again, these are all non-funded. They're examples for our example purposes. But guys, if we call the trades out and they're working, does anybody in here take any of these pop trades? Give me a 1 for yes, just once. Don't give me any twos. It'd be too crazy on the screen. Does anybody take any pop trades in here? All right. Trader Will, Alan, John, Jeff, Eric, Erica, I apologize, Erica. Trader Will says all week long, Bill was a 1, right? I know Roman's a 1. Roman's got 3 ones in there, right? Paul said, yes, 1, not these, but others. And that's okay, guys. This is a system. When you learn this system, you can add it to any stock. You can do this not only on the 20 stocks that I trade, but you can do this on Microsoft, on Dell, on whoever you want. You don't have to limit it to these 20 companies. Guys, you look at this bottom box here on row 21. Let's do this. On row 21, and it shows $519,774. We have done 130 trades this year. This year. It's an exorbitant amount of trades. It's a lot for us. We don't normally do that many at this point of the year. We're also not normally up $500,000 before my 3rd month is up for the year. Goal, 100 grand a month. So far, $500,000 for 2.5 months. I'm not complaining. Might we see a slow summer? Might things flip around? Might it get too choppy? Yes, we're going to take it while you can. You got to be in it to win it, the way Roman said it before, right? More people coming out with yeses in there. Guys, excuse me. The possibility is there. And I'm not saying, listen, I'm not saying pop is the only way to do it. Okay. I'm not. Brandon does it in E-mini. I'm not saying that. Right. What I am telling you is the profit potential is there. Here's the key. Are you there? And I don't mean, are you there at the 6,000? Are you there ready to learn how to do this? You know, listen, I got a good friend of mine that, you know, his claim to fame was he went to the gym 2 to 3 hours a day. And Carl was in his mid to late 60s at that point. Good looking man, belonged on TV, full head of hair, good looking guy, right? Owned a restaurant, got out of the restaurant business and would say goodbye to his wife in the morning. He'd go to the gym 2-3 hours later. He'd finish up and he'd come home. That's pretty good. 65-year-old working out for 2 to 3 hours, right? Carl's workout was very similar every day. He did the same thing. He'd walk around the gym. He'd find a pretty woman, and go over and say, hey, how you doing? Having a good day today? You know, it's a great workout for biceps, right? And Carl's whole day was chatting up the young girls in the place. Again, Carl was in his mid 60s and he's talking to the 18, 20, 30-year-olds, flirting very flirtatiously, right? He never lifted a dang weight in his life that I knew him working out in the gym, right? He was ready to go to the gym, but he wasn't ready to do the work, right? If you're going to the gym and you're looking at the market every day, are you doing the work, right? And that's really what it comes down to. Whether it's power option plays, another strategy that we teach, Brandon, Ryan, Tony, Amelia, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you're doing it. And you need to get out there and start hitting enter. You have to. You absolutely must. Guys, last week on Friday, we're sitting down to dinner, my wife and I. We're at home and my phone goes off and she goes, it was important. And I looked at my screen. I said, it's an email from Suzanne. Suzanne is someone that that started working at Wealth Builders last week. And it was an email from Suzanne. She goes, do you need to take it? She knows Suzanne is new. You know, is there something wrong? Does she need help? So I looked real quick and I saw, it's an email from some testimonials that she compiled off of this new evaluation site that we have. which if any of you are interested, I'm not sure, Amy, I think it's you that's in here, or Clarice, but can you drop in the wealthbuildershq.com/EVAL, the eval site? If you guys ever want to go and give a testimonial of this was great, I love it, thank you, just sending thank you emails, that's the best way to do it, because it hits my whole team immediately. They see it. And I start going through the very first one from the One Trade Away Challenge. And my wife says, "You okay?" And it's kind of the dog is, must be a little allergic to the dog here, right? It's the dog hair. And by the time I'm getting to the second email, I couldn't read them. I couldn't hold my composure, because people poured their hearts out in thanks for what we've seen happen. And when I hear stories like this of the young man down the block from us who is making some trades and learning how to do this and giving someone an opportunity that may have not had the same opportunities elsewhere, to me, this is why we do it, guys. I don't show you this, and I use this phrase a lot, but I don't show you this to impress you. I don't. If that's who you think I am, then you don't know me at all. I don't show you this to impress you, right? But I do show it to you to impress upon you that the possibility is there. It's all a matter of you stepping up to the plate and swinging the bat. And for trading, that's hitting enter, right? That's hitting enter and doing it again and again and again and again and again. And if you have not taken the One Trade Away Challenge, guys, you need to look into that. You absolutely need to look into that. Clarice, can you drop the One Trade Away Challenge in there, please? The link for that. Folks, I was blown away on the feedback that we got from it. And I'm still waiting for the change this, because we got very little of that. We got very little of add this, or I would like you to have done this, right? Type thing. There was very little of that. Very little. All of it was, no. Awesome. Perfect. Love what you did. I've been trading a long time, and it reminded me of things that I had forgotten. All of those types of things are extremely helpful to me, right? But you can do this, folks. I don't care what it is. You can do this, right? You can latch on and learn a strategy, a system. Very shortly, you're going to see some new changes to our homepage. And when you do, there's going to be a place on that homepage that you're going to be able to go over there, and you're going to be able to set up a strategy session with our team, Amelia and the likes. And you're going to be able to go in there and have them help figure out for you, with you, not for you, with you, where you're at. So where you're at, where you want to be, your why, right? Why do you want to be there? But figure out where you want to be, and then we can help you understand what it takes to get there, right? And we're going to tell you if it's realistic or not. Well, I got $2,000. I want to have $1 million at the end of the month. Okay, good. What bank you robbing? Okay, probably not a good idea anyway, because they don't have $1 million in cash that they normally sitting on, right? So that's not going to happen. $2,000 to $1 million in a month, right? Maybe a month and a half, but certainly not enough, right? But you get the idea. But soon enough, you'll see that you'll have the ability to do those types of things and set that strategy session up where they can actually help you and walk you through that process, right? And that's really what it comes down to, is what's right for me. Okay, what's right for me? All right, I have not looked on comments here. Let me just make sure. Yeah, right, Robert. Alan said, commit to a system and routine. Your brokerage statement will thank you. You're right. Yeah, Erica, I think it was your testimonial that was bringing me to tears. Erica said, you're so kind. Thank you. Jim said, bank robbing or which lotto are you thinking you're going to win? Right? There you go. Otherwise, it's not happening. Right? So can you do this? Yes. The potential is there. You decide what the medium is. Is it futures? Is it options? Is it covered positions? Guys, the opportunity is there. It's just a matter of what you're willing to commit to. How much work you're willing to put in. I guess for me, the bottom line is it's pretty simple. Guys, there's no level of work I'm not willing to put in to get there. There's just not. There's not. Right? And that's just me. That's who I am. Right? I am the person that doesn't know how to fail. Tell me I can't do it and watch me prove you wrong. And I bask in the ability to turn around and say, see, I did it. I love it. Right? I love when people told me right up front, you're not going to be successful at this. So Wasim said, when does the next instance of One Trade Away Challenge start? I missed the March sessions. So Wasim, we're not doing any live ones any longer. They're all recorded. The live sessions, I purposely did those to record them and put them in the system. So right now, the One Trade Away Challenge, if you register for it right now, you'll be in class tonight. The first one for you will start tonight, right? If you register tomorrow, the first one will start for you on next Monday, because everything has to be done on a certain day of the week, right? I can't tell you your first trade of the day, your first trade of the challenge is coming up on today, and that happens to be a Sunday for you, right? So it's all based on a Monday start, so we know where everything is. But Clarice dropped that in there so everybody can click on that link if you're interested. But you definitely want to check it out, folks. It's a great training. I was blown away by how much I saw experienced traders get out of it, and how far ahead I've seen traders that are newer move through this challenge. Where I used to teach brand new traders for 2 full days, let them go, and hope that by the time they came back, they had picked up enough of it up. And this, I saw people after that 30 days, eons ahead of people that would come back 3 and 6 and 9 months later with the last company that I taught for. Right? That's how impressed I was with what I'm seeing from it. Your story about, it's not, okay, so Jim, it's not minute to win it. Okay, minute to win it backs up what you're stating. Yeah, you've got to be in it to win it. Exactly. That's it. You've got to be doing this. And that's what Jim was saying. That story backs it up. You've got to be in it to win it. It's a lottery thing, right? But you got to play lottery to win lotto. You can't win lotto if you're not betting on lotto. You can't win on the slot machine if you're not pulling the one-arm bandit or pressing the button. I think that's horrible. Hey, let's spin the slot machine. No, give me the arm back. Give me the arm. Right? Okay. Folks, drop in the candidates you want me to take a look at today, and let's see what we come up with for you. All right. And by the way, we have trades that go against us. See all the reds? They have all these reds here have gone against us. The week before, we only had 3 of them that had gone against us. Right? The week before, well, this was actually 2 different weeks because we had end of month in there, which was only a day long. Right? But in here, we had none. We had none here. Whoop, I don't want to do that. Hit escape. Escape. Right, whatever I do, I don't want to save it. But we definitely have trades to go against us, folks. No question we have them that go against us. All right, let me go get Omega charts. And let's see where we're at. All right, so SPY, we are now down 35 cents on SPY. Actually, let me see something. All right, so I just want to get a quick look at Boeing, right? Since I've got an active trade on that. So we're down below, that 192 is what we sold, 192 and a half. The note I had was above 192. So 192 and a half is what we sold. So, and it's for this Friday. So we're good. We're down $7 right now still. So overall, I'm happy. Right. So on SPY, now this came up this morning from multiple individuals in the market morning stream that we do at 8:30 on YouTube every day. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and wherever else Sean is able to fit it in. So I talked about that 50 percentile level, this fib line right here, that I would not want to take a bullish entry without us getting above that, retesting and bouncing. But I did say, look at pivots in there, which is how I traded it today. So you're looking at 447 as resistance and 441 as support. Guys, you got a $6 move potential in there. And SPY moves $9.50 a day. So there you can make that entire movement in one day. If you get a retest of that 382 level and the bounce, right, with the confluence of the 55 moving average, the brown line, you got a great opportunity in there, right? But those are your 2 levels, Brenda, on SPY. What other symbols you guys want to look at? I only got one more in here. AMD. It's the only other one I'm seeing right now. All right, so AMD, this is Trader Will. So AMD right now, we got 321. So we broke above that 113 level. Will we got to retest? If you got the right retest and the bounce, you could look at that 121.25 as resistance. But I would definitely be looking at 119.70, 118.70, the 55 moving average. I would definitely be looking at that area. If we can get up within a buck or so of it, I would be gone. Actually, where did we get, at least the first half of the trade, where did we get on our high today? Our high is 1757 and 1870. Yeah, it would have been close. But right around there, is, like I said, that 118.5 level is my resistance. That's at least my first target. I might go for a little bit, hold on one contract beyond that for the 121.25, but that's it. Wouldn't do more than that. Ricky is asking, what do you think about lows after the last 4 days of being up and moved above the 20 and 50? So Ricky, let's do this. Let's go look at LOW. All right, I want to look at a bigger picture. Mo time. All right. So I don't know what the reason it was up. I don't shop Lowe's very often. I do shop Home Depot like 2 or 3 times a week. Sorry about that. Let me shut that off. Usually it is. But Samsung doesn't let you shut everything in one spot. You got to go to 2 places to shut it all down. So, I mean, right now, Ricky, we're back down into what would be considered a neutral bias if we close right where we are now. Overall, the moving averages were moving in the right order for a bullish entry. I don't know if the news on Russia today drove this down or what, but from a technical standpoint, if we closed here, 230 is resistance, 239 above that, and my support would be 225 if we broke from down here. If we can break, I'd like the break of the 225, the retest and the fail. Break, right? Break, retest, fail, 1, 2, 3.5 lines. So we basically went from 233 down to 203. Let's call it, make it easy math. So roughly $25 or $30 move to the downside the last time we got that retest and break, right? And I'm not looking here where it's higher lows. I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at these, these patterns setting up where we're getting this stair step to the downside. Right. I hope that helps. USB. And that's Trader Will. Let's see. So on USB, well, I mean, 56, oh, they 01 to 56.85. Well, a little tight for me, the 55 right there. But even that 56 up to 57.5, it's enough. It's at least $1, but you got to be cautious on it. We're in a neutral bias right now. I would really want to see it above the 57.5 for me to do anything personally. I hope that helps. Let's see. Bitcoin. Continuous contract. All right. So John's asking on Bitcoin. All right, so we've got, we had lower highs set up in there. We have higher lows setting up there. So a little bit of a wedge pattern. This is the BTC /55. It's continuous contract, right? This is the first of the month for CME. So we're looking at a resistance up there at about 45,000, John, on Bitcoin. So, and a support right now that puts us at roughly 38, right? I talked about buying it below 38. Buying it as we got up above 38, retest and bounce, right? We're there again now. We're close. So it's another opportunity. But guys, not that long ago, we were at 70 grand on this position. So is it doable? Yeah, it really is. It'd be nice if the government stayed away from it, but I think that's why we're having issues with it. I hope that helps, John. Trip's asking for, oh, goodness gracious. We got the Trip Trio back. IBM. So Trip on IBM right now, 129.70 and 126.13 are support and resistance. We're kind of in the middle. If we can get the fail below that 126, is my best setup for IBM. That's number one. Micron, MU. All right. Nice breakdown on Micron today. So I don't know if you got that trade on the bounce off the 77.36 and the fail, Trip. If you were stopped out, if you used the midpoint, if you took it. But that's what I'm looking for. Close where we are right now, ideally below the 77.36. Come back tomorrow, retest and fail, and 74.60 is support. So I like that setup a lot. And then NVIDIA. NVDA. NVIDIA. All right. So I like NVIDIA's chart. I like that they retested here today, Trip. The 259.33 level is the key. So if we get the bounce off that level, that would be great. 274.38 is resistance. You're in a bull, but not true bull. So I like the setup. Actually, let's see. NVIDIA 259.44. Yeah, so 259.33. We had a support at 259 when we did it. It was a day trade. This is the tracking sheet from the weekend for power option plays. So all looking good, Trip. Every bit of it looking good, right? But we need the market backing you up. That's the only thing. Let me change this. I hope that helps, Trip. Let's see. So Chris had said that was a one trade away challenge candidate. Excellent. And what Chris is referring to is we built filters in the one trade away challenge. I show you how to build a filter, how to find candidates, how to change the filter around for your price ranges and all of that. So excellent. John's asking for CLF. All right, so CLF is just rocking on like Donkey Kong, baby. I mean, even today, gapping up, gap and go, gap and go, gap and go, right? So we're going to need to put, a fib on. All right, we've got, we'll call it $3, 25, 27. We don't need a fib it there. 28, 30, we don't need fibs. Okay, so we don't need a fib it in there. So, listen, it's had a long run already on CLF, right, John? So caution, obviously, but if we can close where we are, retest and bounce, you're looking at 30 and a half. We're looking at 30 and a half as resistance. So maybe 30, 29.5 would be my target. So I do like it. I'm actually writing it down, so I appreciate it. I'm a big naked put fan on stocks like this if I can get it. Brendan said, Rob, forgive me. I didn't quite get what you said about SPY. Would you please go over it again? I'm not sure what you're referring to, Brenda. Sorry, that was a while back and 200 comments ago, probably. If it was just what I looked at as far as the trade setup, right? You've got the opportunity to move. We've got enough pivot that we can move between these two levels the entire distance in a day. So what I was saying was, had you gotten a bounce off of this fib level, you'd look at the next fib level. We can make it through that level within one day because that distance in there is 41 to 47, so $6, and we move about $9.50 a day. So we can easily move $6 when the stock moves $9.50 a day. All right, so I hope that was what you're looking for. Chris said, does Roku look like it'll continue the downtrend overall? Let's take a look. At some point, I hope it goes back up, Chris, because we're going to lose all that great premium in there. I mean, right now, we're not doing anything special, right? This is not looking like anything that's exciting me. This looks to me, Chris, like, yeah, it continues down. So here's what you have to ask. It's simple. Write this down. What compelling reason is there for the stock to go up? And that's in this case because it's going down. If the stock is going up, what compelling reason is there for the stock to go down? Right? And if you can't come up with one, earnings coming out next week. Okay, that could be a reason. But if you can't come up with one, we're going to trade the market at hand, which is bearish, and we're going to continue to trade that until it changes. Just you play the game as long as you can play. So yes, I do see that. Not sure, but let's go take a look on Head and Shoulders, on lows for Head and Shoulders. All right, stop. I'm typing and talking at the same time, and I'm typing B in for Blade instead of lows. Right? Okay. So it could be an inverted Head and Shoulders if you're using this as the right shoulder. Yeah. Shoulder, head, shoulder. So yeah, it could be. Yep, absolutely. John said, thank you. I own Bitto, selling covered calls on them. I hope to have them for free one day. I love that. That's the goal, John, right? Keep doing it till it's free. I mean, the first time I ever did that was on Oracle, not Oracle, Rambus. RMBS was the ticker symbol at the time. Qs, we're in an overall neutral bias right now. If we can break the 347.38, retest and fail, you're looking at about 340 as support. That's our 21 and 8 confluence. So I would probably set a target at about 341 and just lock that puppy in play. All right. So I like the setup a lot, Linda. Trader Will said, was there a zero line breakout for CLF? I don't know. Well, let me just scrunch. It's setting up, Will, yes, but we're not there yet. Remember the rules we taught in New York? We're not quite there. Okay. But yes, it is setting up. Good. John was saying it currently has a covered position on CLF at 27 that expires 325. Okay. So Trader Will said Roku is hitting a long time support. Look left. Very important to do. Good reminder, Will. Thank you for that. You're welcome, Chris. Paul said to hit a 21 moving average. Isn't that a bearish sign? Sorry, Paul. You can't do that. When you do, I have no problem with the question. You got to tell me who it is, because that's even now. By the time I go down and find it with other questions, I may not even realize that I said it before. So always let me know who the symbol is that you're talking about. Yeah. So Paul said, sorry, I forgot the symbol. No problem. Not an issue. Just if you let me know, I can gladly look at it. Roman said, what am I thinking of Google? Let's take a look. So there's our rollover today. I mean, Roman, break, retest, and fell off the 2702 level. You know me. I mean, I'm looking at that 2560 level, 2660 level as support. I mean, that's 50, 60 point move. So yes, very much like it, Roman. But it's really going to come down to a close, right? What does today look like? What does the market look like? What does the NASDAQ look like? What does the SPX look like? Just like the conversations we had when Ryan came in and taught a few months ago, the inner circle. All right, we're going to wrap it up, guys. PK said on CLF, a retest and a bounce off the 27.79. Let's go look one more time. Yes, a retest and a bounce off the 27.79. Absolutely, PK. That's exactly what I'm looking for. So I see the bear move on Google. Yes, Roman. Again, market conditions, right? Market conditions. If we get the break above the retest and the bounce and the S&P and the NASDAQ are up tomorrow, I'm going to take the bullish entry. But I just, guys, I just don't see the war making it better for us. I don't see us getting back into bullish territories. I could be dead wrong. Right? I mean, we've flipped to a bullish bias on the S&P, and I'll trade the market at hand. I'm not going to say, nope, I'm not trading it. I refuse. My opinion is bear. I ain't like that. I'm about what way is going to make me money. That's not me. But right now, I just don't foresee the market getting better, that the war is going to end. I don't see it happening. Listen, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but I'm not sure. But yes, Roman, if it continues, market keeps pushing the way it was, absolutely. Yeah, on the 5 minute for the retest. Yes, Roman. All right. All right, Raj, last one, Costco. Then I got to go. All right. Oh boy. Oh, fib. It works. Yeah, I mean, I would watch that 570.36 level, Raj, on the upside. If it does break above that, you got 600 is your next resistance level, right? And it looks like, yeah, we're at all-time highs. We're near all-time highs, right? That 570.36, well, a little bit higher than that, but right around there, 571, right around there is our all-time highs. So absolutely. Absolutely. You're welcome, Raj. All right, everyone, make it a profitable day. Stay focused on the quest to becoming a great trader. Keep crushing it. And remember, you just one trade away. Take care, folks. I will see all of you at our next update. Bye for now.